Hello everybody, Dana Sullivan, your Stampin' Chick here with you today. I wanted to show you just quickly how it is that I dismantle my envelopes. The April paper pumpkin kit is absolutely gorgeous. And I'll show it to you right here. It's called Sentimental Rose. It has a beautiful collection of cards, 3 different designs, and each of the cards have their own different envelope. Now, for those of you who watch my videos and who come to my paper pumpkin gatherings, you know that if there is a design on the inside of the envelope, 9 times out of 10, I am going to dismantle at least one of them so that I can use that designer series paper on the inside. So I wanted to give a quick instruction on how it is that I dismantle the envelopes so that I can use them for projects. So the first thing that I do is just run my finger underneath the flap there so that I can tear that piece, and then the same thing on this side and tear that piece so that it opens the envelope up. All right, and now you'll see that we've got this nice big section right here, and we have a little bit here on the flap that we can use too. And it's actually a pretty decent little size piece. So I'm going to show you how I do it. The first thing is that I fold this flap back up because you have to start with a straight edge somewhere, and this one's the easiest one for me. All right, so then I'm going to line up the edge. And what I'm doing is lining up with the edge of the design. So you can see here a little better how there's, you know, a quarter, an eighth of an inch, whatever, right here. So I'm just lining my trimmer with the edge of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn my paper, and I'm going to cut the flap off because it has this score line here anyway, and I'm really particular about score lines being on my cards. It makes me crazy. So I'm just going to line up with the other edge of the score line so that I can trim that off. Now I'm going to leave that up here because I'm going to trim a little more of it so that I can use it. All right, now I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to line up the edge of that designer series paper again. Cut that off. And now I'm going to cut the bottom piece off. All right. Now at this point, I have a nice usable piece of designer series paper that I can do whatever I want to with. So I'm going to set that off to the side. And then I'm going to bring the flap back. Now, with the flap, you're going to have this adhesive strip on here from the envelope, and you don't want that on your card at all, because if it gets damp, ew, yuck, you don't want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this flat edge that I have, and I'm going to trim the side, and then I'm going to come around and trim that off. And so, excuse me, I want as much as I can possibly get of the paper. And so, oops, sorry, I bumped it. So if you imagine that your adhesive strip is right here, and you're going to be cutting it off straight right there, it doesn't really make sense to line your edge up with this taper because it's going to be cut off anyway. So, and then you're going to lose out on like that much of the paper, and you don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find this spot right here, and you're probably not going to see this, but assume that the adhesive strip is here, and so I'm going to go straight across to the edge just underneath the adhesive strip, and that's where I want to line up my trimmer, okay? Because you know how much I hate wasting paper. I am lining up with the farthest edge possible. Oops, and then I got my finger in the way and couldn't do it. There we go. Okay, so now I've only cut off this tiny little bit, okay? So I've saved as much as I can possibly save. Now I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to line up with the edge of the adhesive, and I'm just going to cut straight up. And it puts me right about there. Okay. And now there's that. And then I'm just going to square this edge up with the edge down here. And there's that. So now I have the biggest piece I can possibly have from the flap on the top. And then I have the whole center section from the envelope. So now I have two nice pieces that I can use, right? All right. Now, I'm not going to throw this away just yet because I can use this too. Even though it has some rough spots right here, I can use the rest of it to stamp and punch or make layers or whatever. So I don't throw this away until I'm finished with the project. I do throw these little tabs away and these little tabs away because, you know, you can't use that. If you could, I would, but you can't. And then this adhesive stuff, it makes me so sad, but look, I have Calypso coral on my fingers. But you can't use that either. I mean, if you can find a way to use it, let me know, because I really would like to. I hate wasting the designs. They're so pretty. But anyway, so I'm going to throw those out. And then I have these from this envelope, these from this envelope, and these from this envelope. And friends, I have a good little stack of designer series paper that you will see in my projects in the next couple of days. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this little video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now.